quickly to the settings, shall we? Audio settings. Turn that down a bit. And there we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's Tier 4 Abu Dhabi, the season finale. And even though most of, most the championships are finished for in terms of people winning it, Brave and Cow being dominant this season, winning it, a few races ago. And in the constructors, of course, his team won as well. But behind behind Brave and Cow in the standings, there's still a battle for P2, still a battle for P5, still one for P8. So a lot of battles going on still in the field behind. And for the constructors, it's close again for P2, close for P5. So yeah, a lot of things still to go for. Although I have no clue which driver drives for which team in in the realistic tier. So constructors, I won't really be able to keep an eye on. But for the drivers, if you want updates, just let me know on which driver you want an update, and I'll give it to you. Alright, chat. Who do we have in chat? We have Job in chat and Andrews. Good evening to you both, of course, to everyone who's in chat. All's good. I am very happy. Because now I can basically go on my little story time before we actually start the race. Because a football fan, especially for Feyenoord, which is my favorite team, and yeah, today we had to win in the Europa League to go through basically, and our opponents that we needed to battle to in our group scored a goal which made us last, and then all of a sudden we turned it around and now we're group winners, and I'm absolutely happy with that, absolutely delighted, so happy. So yeah, very happy with that. That's why I'm happy, and yeah, just an unbelievable roller coaster of emotions tonight, and hopefully the race will be nothing less of that. As we go into the race, so I saw we have no qualifying. We have a sprint race and then a full race. I don't usually do tier 4 comms, so I don't know why that is, but I like the idea, especially for the season finale. I think it's actually championship order reversed for the starting grid right now. So we'll see. Under the nights of the Abu Dhabi sky. Watch it for some reason rain. Oh, it it is raining. It didn't even know that. That's gonna be a challenge. Wait, so let's see. In the announcement it said use a custom. Oh damn! This is going to be very exciting. Then I wonder what will happen. So it is Inter's weather, not wets. Of course, I don't really think we'll see the wets in F1 anytime soon. The Mercedes garage is all rooting for John. Both sides of the garage. So we are just waiting. The fans obviously really excited. They're all still in short sleeves. Rain doesn't bother them at all. I need to find a proper way to hold my microphone so I can actually do it well, not talk too loud, and make so you don't actually hear me breathing a lot on stream. I think this is good. Anyway, it'll have to work. We're just going to hold it like this. Obviously you guys can see it. I see Jon Snow typing, which would probably mean we are going to ready up soon. Yes, we are going. Lobby updated. Has anyone left or... No, we have another joiner. Don't know who joined, but... This looks nice. Let's quickly get out of there. Is there a formation lap? I don't know. Yes, there is. Let's put this all on, shall we? That doesn't have to be on. There we go. Puffy. Let's just call him Puffy. Puffy already taking out the poles. So Puffy has been dealt the worst hand, starting in the Aston Martin. Hoff in the Haas, which is a pretty decent car. Aaron in the Alpines tonight. We have Andrews and Runner, who will be taking on the challenge of the McLaren. Then Top Gotcha and Reaper, they'll be in the Alfa Romeo tonight. Personally, one of my favorite cars on the grid. And then Jon Snow, the admin of Tier 4, he's in the Mercedes. Then we have Steve in the Red Bull. So his teammate will be Gaza. And then we have Ghost Rider in the Ferrari. And our champion, Breathing Cow, starts in last. Gotta love the lights on that building. I can appreciate some nice architecture, and that's definitely it. One of the nicest buildings in the world. Aaron, oh, they're already on the grid. Both Alpines have been set back. Same goes for Runner. Top Gotcha as well. Reaper as well. John is a bit far behind. Let's see McQueen. Lines it up good, pointed inward. A little bit. Gaza good as well. Ghost Rider good. Breathing Cow good. And now we wait for 5 lights. That seemed like a jump start, and it is a jump start for Huff. We have Breathing Cow already up 4 places. Reaper losing 5 on the start. Jon Snow up 3. Ooh, there's an Alpine going off track, and there's a spinner in the back. That's Ghost Rider. And a spinner in front of us as well. Oh, Carnage at the back. Huge crashings. The Queen and Reaper out. And the virtual safety car is out as well. Jon Snow had a spin as well. Doesn't look like he has any damage. Maybe a little bit of floor damage, but that's it. And Breathing Cow, the big winner of the sprint so far, gaining 6 places from the start. Hoff not too far. Well, Hoff has a drive-through now. Green flag seems to be coming out again soon. And a big gap between Reaper and Gaza already. 4 seconds. Gaza a few seconds behind Breathing Cow already as well. Green flag's back out. And on board with the virtual leader Puffy, who was being chased down by Aaron and Job in the Alpines. That Aston truly a handful. And it proves to be that way. Job's or Puffy slithering around on the track, and Aaron is through for the lead. You have Reaper also in with a spin. You can see on the minimap there. He is the cause of the yellow flag. Aaron with the fastest lap at the moment. Breathing Cow down the inside of Runner and Andrews. He's really battling. Front really showing great car control. Hoff still staying out. Oh, looks down the inside. That will hurt him on the exit though. Now Runner might be able to take a look. But Aston seems so slow in the straights. Driver is ducking out a little bit, trying to find a good line. With the most traction, there goes Breathing Cow. Look a little bit down the inside, but Job gets a better exit and might be having a look at Puffy. No, Job doesn't. The Breathing Cow shoots down the inside and takes P4 already. Will even be looking to attack Puffy at the moment. Puffy runs very wide and Breathing Cow is through. And behind them as well, Job being under attack by the McLarens. But stays ahead for now. Breathing Cow 10 places up already and Puffy has retired. And that's virtual safety car just as Hoff went into the pits. So Hoff will lose even more, I think. No, he was just... Oh no, wait, he wasn't. Andrews is out as well. That's on exit. The Runner gets 5 seconds. The Reaper is in. I really wonder what happened there. Hoff won't be happy because he now still has to service a drive-through. And he's now a lot further behind than he was. Let's see if we can see Reaper here. Reaper is just spun out on the racing line. And now Aaron and Breathing Cow have a 4-second lead over the rest of the field. And Breathing Cow, starting last, is already chasing the win. I also see Runner being close behind Gaza. Hello mate. He says, I'd like to see Hoff, Sam, Puffy, Job, Andrews, Runner and Reaper, any of them on the podium. Well, at the moment, one of your men is on the podium in Job, and he has a 5-second gap between him and P4. The runner seems to be dropping back a little bit. Briefing Cow is putting the pressure on Aaron. Closes battle on track, and it is for the lead. Briefing Cow gets a way better exit and takes the provisional lead. Side by side into turn 1. And Briefing Cow is through for the lead. Will Aaron make a dive? No, he will not. Briefing Cow is through clean. Ghost Rider taking a tighter line and Runner. And might have a little look down the inside. Yes, there he goes. And Ghost Rider makes the move. Not over yet though, because now Runner might come back. Hoff has served his drive-through. Runner looking, but not enough space to make a move just yet. Really conserving his ERS. Lovely camera shot now. Very tricky corner that to get back onto the throttle, get a good line, a good exit, and then flow all the way through to this very nice section. Have to be absolutely perfect here to get the optimal lines, the optimal result. As Briefing Cow gets the fastest lap by 3 seconds over Jon Snow's. He has been absolutely rapid, as now the rain has stopped and we might actually see this rain or this race go to dries. And now it will be a real gamble, because will you pit for dries? Will you stay out on the inters and just ride it out? I think the race is just not long enough, only just, for people to actually consider going softs. As I say that, I see someone coming out of the pits, so let's see. It is not for dries though. Ghost Rider seems to be catching up on Gaza. 8 tenths between them now. Purple middle sector for him. He's really flying. 7 places up. Same goes for Gaza from his starting position. Going through the nice and flowy section now. Briefing Cow again 2 seconds quicker than his own fastest lap, and surely people will be thinking now, will it be dry enough? Will the line be dry enough for the dry tires? Gaza has also caught Job at the moment, so it will be a 3-way battle for P3. Job with a little wiggle, and that will help Gaza maybe send one down the inside here. Certainly breaks later. Jon Snow now with the fastest lap. He's catching Hoff. Gaza not having enough straight line speed to take an attack on Job at the moment. Gets a bad line through the chicane as well, and now might be under attack from Ghost Rider coming into the fast left-hander. Reaper's in the pit lane. Did he go onto the dries? He did. Reapers on softs. So this will be a perfect indication to the rest of the grid to see whether the softs are quicker or the inters. It definitely seems dry enough for softs. But do you want to take the risk? That's a big question. 33.8 for Breathing Cow. Ghost Rider risks it. He will be going onto the softs, which is probably a smart choice if you're battling these two can't get past, because you'll get them both if the softs are quicker. DRS enabled, and Reaper seems to be catching Jon Snow. Penalty for Hoff. Gaza going round the outside. Job actually playing it smart. He wants that DRS, but I don't think he has it. No, he doesn't. Reapers caught Jon Snow by 2 seconds on the last lap. So it's definitely time for softs. And Ghost Rider might have made an absolute master move by pitting at the right time. Sector 1 yellow, and of course it's Reaper round. It doesn't really help the case of people pitting. Let's see, Breathing Cow is in. And still sets the fastest lap while going into the pits. It's definitely time for dries. Softs for Breathing Cow. It will probably be softs for the whole rest of the field. Job staying out. He sees an opportunity to gain even more positions. And so does Runner. Another penalty for Hoff. And Job will just gone behind Breathing Cow. And Ghost Rider has now jumped Aaron and Gaza by quite a lot. DRS for Job, and that will help his case even more. Also defending from Runner. Jon Snow, who hasn't pitted yet, right behind Gaza now, but his inters will give him a way worse exit. Gaza will be flying away on this straight. Still, Jon Snow gaining by around 5/10. And Breathing Cow already has pulled a 2-second gap over Job. Yellow flag, Reaper round again. He's pushing it. Reaper man, you're pushing yourself too much. Calm it down. Just get the points that you can get and continue again after. Ghost Rider currently catching around 6 seconds each lap. So around the end of this lap, there we go. Ghost Rider will be maybe past Runner and Job. And then Aaron will be catching rapidly on these guys as well. Why are the tires green? Well, it started on inters, mate. The rest of the guys have pitted for the softs, but these two still haven't pitted together with John and Hoff. They're still going strong on the inters. Looking at 4 more points. And so far it's working. Ten seconds to get between P1 and P2. Now only 7/10 between P2 and P3. And Ghost Rider has almost caught up to the back of the guys in front, as we have Aaron, who had a spinner. So that will basically guarantee either Runner or Job on the podium. And Ghost Rider mid, very quick work of Runner. And Job lets, well, not really lets past. Side by side into turn 1. And was that Job gone? It was not. Now Job has the defense from Runner. Job, ERS is on. Their tires will be absolutely screaming at the moment. Hoff doesn't want to risk it and pits. And from starting from the back of the grid, Ferrari will get a 1-2. Runner using absolutely every single last bit of his ERS to get the podium. Job outbrakes him for now. Yeah, it's custom weather made, so that's why rain. John decided to spice it up a little bit for the final, and I like it. Runner didn't get the opportunity to get past Job. Reaper with another spin. Are we shocked? No, we are not. Oh, completely missed it, but Breathing Cow has won the sprint race. Also, Gaza is actually very close to Runner. Runner gets a penalty. And Gaza might get Runner on track. Let's have a look at this. It will be Job who gets P3 and Gaza on the line. Gaza on the line gets Runner. And maybe Aaron... No, 1.6 seconds it was in the end between Runner's penalty and him. Jon Snow across the line as well. Now the wait will be for Hoff. In that very challenging Haas. Coming across the final few corners. That's a nice little spin. Don't want to be doing that in the actual race. Across the line, and now we wait on Reaper, who is just taking a nice little stroll. Give us a little wave, Reaper, if you're watching. You might as well take it slow, to be honest. Just soak it all in. Think of a strategy for the full race. And come back stronger. Or he just wants to take Breathing Cow's AI out. That's exactly what he's doing. Yep, there he goes, crawling across the line. And finishing in P9. Breathing Cow driver of the day so far. I completely agree, starting from last. So there we go then. Breathing Cow victory. Ghost Rider P2, both from last on the grid. Joe P3. Actually, let's go here. He takes that podium in the sprint race. No stops made. P4 for Gaza, P5 for Runner. And well, you can see the rest of the grid. Reaper finishing 1.5, well, basically 2 minutes behind the leader, which I think is karma for bullying me the whole time. Shouldn't have done it. And there we go. On to the race. Actually, I think do we still have a 5-minute break now? I am not too sure. Let me check. I am checking. Can't really tell. Oh, we're having a lobby restart. Cause Breathing Cow and Ghost are happy to go in the Williams for the race. So that will be interesting. So yeah, everyone lobby restart. We shall be leaving this lobby. Which means I hope we don't do a break then. Oh nice, no way, podium pass. New items. Oh look at that, all copyrighted logos. Let's quickly check the item shop, shall we? Might be something nice.
Anyone want to go again?
No, I don't want to go again. Waiting on John. Waiting on John. Ah, there we go. Join game. And we are in. Well, let's take a cheeky Ferrari, shall we? Nah, don't worry. I would never do that. BRB. Um, it's working. Apparently we are shuffling the entire grid around, so we do have someone in a Ferrari now. Gaza and Jon Snow in a Red Bull. I don't really know who's supposed to be in what car at the moment, but we'll figure it out and it will work, and hopefully everything will be alright. Whoops. It wasn't a fart, by the way. It was my mouth. So I guess at the moment we're just sorting out the grid, waiting for the people to be in the right position. And then we'll go. I can see sunny weather. Testing, attention, please. Ah, we're going. Nice. Finally. Let's go. So everyone in different cars right now, and I have no clue what to look at. Only thing I can really do is point out who I think will win the race, which is Gaza. And we're going, and I already see two problems because looking at what's been put in chat, Hoff is currently unavailable, and neither is Puffy. So I wonder if they will be ready in time for the race. Harry Maguire. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we. Ah, clear skies. It's light as well. I wonder, will there be any weather changes this race? So this is your starting. I said this is your starting grid for today. Buffy, Hoff, Aaron, Job, Andrews, Renner, Gotcha, Reaper, John, Steve, Gaza, Ghost Rider, and Brivinga. Gaza on the hearts. Same for Hoff. Howdy, howdy. Alright, so the weather for this race, which I can inform you, because all the drivers already know, but we don't. The weather will go from clear dry to heavy rain and then to overcast. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Apu can buy for you. I mean, do for you. This time, the Mercedes garage rooting for two drivers, probably being hard for them to focus at the moment, with Reaper and Top Gotcha in there. Fans all very excited again. Paddock Club is as well, and we are readying up to go for the race. Do no 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 no. Do no 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 no. Do no 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 no. Do no no no. Yes, on the grid formation lap. And it's very weird to see it all in the light after a night race with wet. Let's see, tires. So Gaza and Breathing Cow on the hards and the rest all on the mediums, and I think the mediums is the right choice as the rain will be coming midway through the race, and mediums can easily make it to the midway point. Hards will give you security for the crossover point as well, and few to make you unable to make it to there on the mediums. You can definitely do it at the hards with Ferrari World on the background there. Now, I hate theme parks, I hate roller coasters, but there's one I want to go on, and that's the one at Ferrari World, which is the fastest in the world. So yeah, that's on my bucket list, going there, going to Abu Dhabi in general. But I'll need to save up a lot of money, so probably not gonna happen till I'm about 50 or something. Does Puffy think the race has already started? Because he's so far in front of the rest of the field. Alright. That is a spin. Can't really tell if that was intentional or not. But spinning on the formation lap is banned in our league and will most likely be penalized. Oh god. The disqualification is on the grid as well. Yep, and yeah, that was inevitable. Let's go to Gaza as we are ready to go. 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the final race of the season. And I think that's McQueen. No, that's Aaron with a great start at the moment. Bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari at the back. I saw someone going wide. That was the Red Bull of Jon Snow, who's had a terrible start. And the Ferraris are already up to P8 and 9. Oh, contact between teammates. Gaza and Steve. Look at it now. That's gonna be 3 wide into that corner. It is 3 wide into the corner. Ghost Rider backs out and Gaza goes through for P8. Puffy has had a bad start. He's already down 4 places. And this time everyone so far clean through lap 1. Reaper outbreaks himself and loses a position to Jon Snow. And to McQueen as well. Yes. Well, McQueen went wide. Reaper's back and Puffy had a spin. We can see him. Where can we see him? Oh, he spun on pit entry. Anyway, he has gone from first to last within a lap. 2 seconds between Job and Andrews already. And a spinner there. Andrews has gone around. What a crazy race. Gaza and Roadrunner battling it out. Yeah, that might be 5 wide. Hopefully 5 wide. That would be amazing to see 5 wide action into one corner. Runner being overtaken by Gaza and John trying to go around the outside of Ghost Rider. Turns to the inside, but fair play, lets Ghost Rider past. Doesn't think that move was clean. Now is behind McQueen as well. And the car sparking away. Top Gutch has made a close up to the rest of the grid. The runner is very hard battling on the back of Gaza at the moment. 4 seconds between Aaron and Hoff. Aaron putting away with it so far in his McLaren. But everything can and will happen this race. McQueen past Ghost Rider. You see Gaza going wide a bit there. Deer is enabled. And I think that's the leader in the race. Aaron Round, it is. He's on the apex and loses 7 positions in once. And now it's a full-on top 6 battle for the lead. Puffy round again. And Gaza moves onto the podium. There we see Aaron going for the move as well on McQueen and his past. And oh, Gaza had a moment. And Gaza is down to P6 now. Jon Snow around the outside of Aaron. Jon Snow down the inside of Steve, maybe, but not really at the moment. We actually have a nice view of that bat in front of us. Oh, so close between the two. In front, but Steve for now in P7. I also see, yep, Breathing Cow making a move on Top Gotcha. Top Gotcha with a bad exit. And Breathing Cow through into P3 without Williams. Reaper had a spinner. And the Reaper is now into the pit lane. Andrews has also had a spinner. And Andrews stays out. Runner close on the back of Top Gotcha. Looks a little bit down the inside. Gets a way better exit. And a runner is passed, and now we also have a battle for the lead. Ooh, that's an overshot of the corner, and back into P2 the McLaren goes, and now is under pressure from Breathing Cow behind. Aaron overtakes Jon Snow as well. Literally everyone is in this train except Andrews, Reaper and Puffy. This is the camera angle we need at the moment. Look at them go, all in the train. No real incidents being made as well. As I say that, Jon Snow's out. And full safety car. And Gaza, the only one to profit from it. He will be probably going on to a set of mediums, completing his regs for the race, and will be able to go onto a set of mediums at the end as well. Oh, front wing change actually. And a set of soft compound tires. That might hurt him towards the end of this stint, you know, because wets. Stays out in front of Andrews though. Andrews also pitting. Reaper stays out. And Puffy is probably staying out as well. Nope, he's pitting. So let's remind ourselves of what the tires at the moment are. Breathing Cow is on the hards. He'll definitely go to the wets straight away. A lot of guys on inters as well. And a few on the softs now. Fresh softs and Puffy on fresh hards. We also have Ghost Rider into the pit lane. Will also probably go onto the softs at the moment. Yep, there we go. Just waiting on Puffy now to round up to the back of the grid. He is about half a lap, nah, a bit more than half a lap down at the moment. So just waiting for him to be rounding up to the back of the grid as well. So probably safety car out for another 2 laps, which will only help the medium runners, even the soft runners, to go to the safety car period. Aaron pits for softs as well. Ooh, Top Gotcha has got a 5-second penalty for collision with the runner. Does not have wing damage, so don't really know what went on there. As we see the first droplets falling, and the guys who pitted might have made a mistake. Now the choice will be, do you pit for inters already, or do you go further on and just risk it on the dries? Be quicker at the beginning, but have to make that pit stop. Will you make up a pit stop worth of time by staying out on the dries compared to the inters? Safety car is actually in this lap, so it doesn't matter. Few guys heading in. Job in, Breathing Cow in, the Queen out, Top Gotcha in. They'll be going onto the wets or inters. Very risky, but might be worth it. Buffy in as well, hopefully he goes into the inters. Yes, he does. Reaper being held up by Top Gotcha there. It's already flowing down. Aaron is out. He's at a spinner, so it's definitely very wet. Buffy also out. On pit exit. No safety car. Safety car. And now, staying out was the right choice. Top 5 will be getting a free pit stop at the moment. And by the looks of it, seeing how fast this rain is coming, it might be worth going onto the wets already. It's very wet and it will be heavy rain. So will we see anyone jumping onto what's very close on pit lane? Ooh, Steve barely makes it. Andrews So very close, but makes it just in time. Inters for Hof. Inters for Ghost Rider. Inters for everyone. Wets for McQueen. And this might be a very big brain move for Steve. This will either work out massively in his favor, or it will be the worst decision he's ever made. Well, not really, but it will be a bad decision that won't work out at all, and he'll drop like the dun. Hey. Gotcha. In a red car as well, gotta love it. "20 laps remain. Safety car will be in next lap, probably. Although I wouldn't blame it if it made a late call again. With Reaper is there, or thereabouts. So does it make a late call? It doesn't, by the looks of it. So one more lap safety car, and that will help McQueen. Also, the advantage that Steve now has is if his tires aren't the right tires at the moment, they will overheat. And if so, he doesn't really have to warm his tires up as much, doesn't have to take as much risk on this lap. And that might also mean that he, when the safety car eventually comes in, is on the perfect tire. Or on the better tire at least. And then when the rest of the field's tires warm up properly, and his tires will be in the perfect weather range. We can only hope. Rain seems to have stopped already, actually. It's still falling on the screen, but it's not very visible on the not zoomed out shot. It is visible now. Oh, Job had a spin under the safety car. That's costly. Safety car in this lap. Job has to now also hurry to get back. And Hoff in the lead so far. And who would have thought that both Williams are still on the podium? The great equalizer we call rain and chaos. When does he go? He goes now. Ooh, very wiggly on exit there, and that might bring Ghost Rider closer. 2 seconds between While these guys in the rest of the field breathing cow, having a little look. And McQueen having a lot of grip. Gaza had a spin. Yeah, it's definitely time for wets. Steve has made an absolute master call. Breathing cow and Ghost Rider going at the teammates in the back as well. There we saw Runner make a move. Oh, Reaper having a little look. Runner now in the back of Gaza. Look at the pace McQueen has. He's gaining rapid. He's getting 1.5 seconds. Gaza seems to be struggling a lot on these inters. Might have some damage. Because he's not going as quickly as he should be. Steve now losing a few tenths again. I don't really know. It might be just on the line of what's good and what's bad. They might be equal at the moment. Bad exit there from either Top Gotcha or Reaper. They're side by side. And Reaper's going. Braving Cow actually in a tight battle for the lead. In a Williams, ladies and gentlemen. And whatever else you may be. Look at the lines. Gaza definitely has damage. He has to have. He's 5 seconds behind and he's in a Ferrari. He's in the quickest car. Can we see any floor damage? Or rear wing? Seems all good on the right side. Left side seems okay as well. Don't know what's going on. Runner looking down the inside. Is definitely looking, but didn't make it so far. Oh, Reaper's round in a straight line. There's only one man who can manage that, and that's him. These two still battling. Runner still not past Gaza. And Reaper cutting corners. John seems to be catching again on the guys ahead. Has lost a bit of time, but he's going now. Definitely seems more slippy than it did. John's gaining rapidly 1 second over the last sector. I don't know if I kept saying John, but I meant McQueen. Look at it. He's already passed. It's time for the wets. Job is in as well, and that might gift him a few spots. We're all staying one lap too late. And Steve strategy has finally worked out. Gaza has body damage, backhand was the kick out, fair enough. McQueen up into P2. Hoff coping well with the weather. But the best at the moment on track is Steve. Hoff staying out, big mistake. Rest of the field is in. Steve round the outside, outbreaks Hoff. Rest of the field all staying out. It's definitely time for wets. Job has caught a Reaper by 7 seconds this lap. McQueen has gone up the field swiftly. It's time for the wets and they're not pitting. It's raining massively hard. Big puddles. But look at that, Job will even jump ahead of Andrews. It's 3 seconds between McQueen and Hoff. Surely people realize it's time to pit. Look at the overspeed Gaza, or not Gaza, Briefing Cow has on the wets. Look at Job, he's gaining 4 seconds a sector. Even Cow now past Top Gotcha. Look at the way people are struggling. Hoff still staying out. Ghost Rider still staying out. Top Gotcha misses pit entry. Runner staying out. Gaza staying out, it's not worth it. You're losing too much time, you'll make up the pit stop if you pit. Example being Job, example being McQueen. 2 laps, 12 seconds. Wets are 6 seconds a lap slower or faster. Look at the speed you have to slow down to get through that corner. Gaza 80, Job 90 through that corner. Look at the overspeed. It's insane. "15 seconds between McQueen and Hoff. Absolute master strategist Steve has. course, on the oldest wets, but that doesn't matter. Because he's going as quick as he can. Look at Job, he's pulled 3 seconds on Gaza, he's now right behind Runner. Runner finally decides to pit, one of the smart people on the inters at the moment. Gaza also pit. Top Gotcha, Ghost Rider and Hoff still staying out. But you will lose so much time. Look at the amount of time Runner and Gaza have lost by staying out. And they're not even the last guys. Oh, that sucks, Gaza. Gaza saying, my car is orange all over, side post rear wing is dark orange. If you cannot handle it longer, you are allowed to retire in the pit lane, although I do appreciate you staying out at the moment. But when it gets too much, you can retire. You have proper cars, just make sure you take a quick screenshot. That's what I respect about Gaza. Even when everything seems to go wrong, he keeps pushing. Reaper, 3 seconds. And he decides to pit as well. Hoff and Ghost Rider still staying out. Surely you guys can tell that this is too much. You're losing a second through the fast corners, if not more. Two seconds through sector 1, Job gains on Ghost Rider. Oh, Gaza's out. Oh, wait, that's in the pits. Yeah, I fully yeah, I understand. With that amount of damage, it's basically impossible to continue. And respect for actually staying that long in the race. I've raced with it before, it is uncontrollable. So, very unfortunate to end the season that way, but massive respect for you keep going so long. Surely Ghost Rider now realizes he has to pit. He was 5 seconds ahead going into this lap of Job. He's now 6 seconds behind. That's 10 seconds per lap quicker. But you had that damage right from the first lap. Wow. Making it 18 laps, I would have quit on the first lap, mate. One half of a lap. Job has gained 4 seconds on Hof so far. Make it 5. Ah, that sucks, cousin. You'll come back stronger in a few weeks. Don't you worry. Rain, I was gonna say, seems to have cleared up a little bit, but it has not in the slightest bit. And it might actually be wet to the end. Hof still holding down the fort in P3. And in runner's case, I don't understand why he's staying out. You're 20 seconds behind. You keep losing time. And still you are on the inters. Then for Ghost Rider, if you pit now, you'll stay ahead of runner. You won't lose as much time as you're doing now. "20 seconds of a lead McQueen has over Breathing Cow. And then it's another half a lap until we get to P3. 8 laps to go. Hof, still stubborn, still staying out. Track seems to be drying up a little bit though, because he's not losing as much time as he used to do. Job has literally a full battery and Hof is empty. That's exactly the way to do it. Hof still hanging in there though. That's the curb a little bit. And stays ahead for now. Perfectly capable to save himself from losing even more positions. As he teleports a little bit. Ooh, Job maybe outbreaking himself a bit there. It goes a bit too wide for his liking. And Inters are slowly coming back into the game. Yellow, that's Andrews. Was on for a good result. He's around and has wing damage. Is that a pointy finger actually? Pick up Bertie. Probably should put into the inters now. Crossover point in 2 laps. And does go into the inters. Smart choice. McQueen is in as well. like a safe stop to the Inters. Will come out in the lead. Briefing Cowan as well. 6 lap. And McQueen is on course to have an absolute domination of this race. Now, question is, will Hoff be able to maintain his podium? Or will his old Inters be the death of him? I'm trying to look if there's any trace of some Interslicks. But he's not really going slow enough. But I can't really tell at the moment. Good job, both staying out, both in P4 and 5 respectively. Hoff from this lap on will be pushing the absolute limits of his tires. But 5 more laps might be worth it to stay out there. Staying out on the wets again might be the smartest call, because the difference for the Inters to have overspeed on the wets now actually isn't that bad at the moment. So, and Reaper isn't losing time on Hoff either. And when we see the dries again. Maybe for one wild wallaby we'll see the wets. Or the dries. Hoff still going strong. 15 lap old tires. Let's go down to Job, as Job is within a second of Top Gotcha at the moment. Hoff could pit red now and still end up on the podium. Will be rapidly closing though. Roaster actually on 16 level, which is why he's not getting past Job. Final few laps have started. Reaper still out on the wets. No real close battle going on. We went from literally the top 7 or 8 being in one straight line of each other to now P1 being in sector 2 being in sector 2 and P3 being in sector 3. Absolutely crazy. It's a beat so far. And now we just will, by the looks of it, have a nice quiet ending to the season, which brings us onto the question of driver of the day. I don't know. I am debating between McQueen and Job. Let's actually look at positions gained. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to McQueen. Executed the strategy perfectly. 9 positions gained. Actually, in a Williams briefing cow up 11. I don't know. Actually, I'll leave it up to a vote. Hi again to the 5 people watching the stream at the moment. Thank you for still being here. There's not really much going on anymore, but thank you for staying in the stream, keeping watching, supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Final lap has started for ARC McQueen. Reaper with another penalty. Surprise me. I'm totally joking. Actually see the penalties. Wolf left the session. So penalties, Reaper will be losing 1, maybe 2 positions. Let's quickly invite Hof back. Least we can do. Hof is back. And at the moment it was very close. Pick up the pace a little bit. Otherwise he'll be losing 2 positions. Hof has left again. And around the line, as the race has dried up, McQueen Steve has won the final race of the ARC Tier 4 season. Breathing Cow probably has time to do some donuts, to be honest. Oh no, Hof's retired! That's on track. Don't know what happened there. Hof's done. And that will give Job the podium, because Reaper has a penalty. But yeah, Brivenko, you have time to do a quick donut. The deserved champion of this season absolutely dominated, showing once again he's quick in his Williams, ending up on the podium, gaining 11 spots. Quick and consistent. Another penalty for Reaper. That might even mean he'll end up behind Runner if he's unlucky. Oh, there's a dive from Ghost Rider on the final corner for the podium. But it's Job who takes it in the end. And now we wait. Will Runner end up getting P5 from Reaper? Yes, he will. And Top Gotcha will take the final lead lap position in P7. I don't know, Steve, who is one driver of the day. It's either... Well, no, Job won it. Brivenko has the championship. Job can have driver of the day. There is Big Steve onto the podium. All dry again. Takes the trophy and the victory. Spray that champagne, you're already wet anyway because of the rain, so might as well. And that's been it for this season, ladies and gentlemen, for Tier 4. Watch us again on Saturday for the final finale races for Tier 2 and then rounding off in Tier 1. Closing down on those final few laps that will round off ARC Season 4, I think it is. Season 4, Season 5, actually. So yeah, thank you all for participating in Tier 4. The realistic tier will be back next season as well. And yeah, that's been it for me tonight as well. I'll be back for Tier 2, the next stream, on Saturday. Thank you all for watching and see you all later.